Hey everybody, it's Mongi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the support you guys gave me on the previous video. I really appreciate that. I was actually quite surprised. I didn't know it was going to do that well, but it's the best performing video on my channel so far. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you so much for the shares because I was seeing, like, even as I was scrolling through the comments, I was seeing a lot of names of people that I didn't know, which is really cool. And just in case you haven't already, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you always get notified whenever I post a video. Join the club. It's all fun and games in this place. We never take our lives too seriously. Now, just after I posted the video, there was a friend of mine who actually happens to be one of our subscribers over here who sent me a recipe. She sent me a recipe on how to make pancakes. And remember, I was thinking, okay, like, it's pancakes. I've seen this before. Let's see where this goes. Then she tells me, as I was going through the recipe, that this recipe, it's a recipe for pancakes, yeah? It's a recipe that only works with porridge flour. First of all, after she told me this, in my mind, I was just thinking, these people are just trying to set me up again after the disaster that was last time. But I thought, it's pancakes. It can't really be that hard. I have made that mistake before. But I thought, it can't really be that hard. So I decided to, get everything that was necessary for the recipe. I even wrote it down just to make sure I had everything in order. In addition to that, I even went and bought a measuring jug. I'm telling you, people, 49 shillings. 49 shillings. Life does not have to be that hard. Thank you. In addition to telling me about the recipe with the flour, she went an extra step and actually brought me a bag of the flour. It's a bag of the flour. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I think it's been making some rounds online. I didn't purchase this flour. I don't know how much it is going for. It was sent to me in PR. I think she just had an excess of the bags of flour and sent me one. The bag of flour had some bold claims. Like, it said it was stone milled, and it was like it was really fine. So of course those things I had to make sure, I had to just test out. So I tried them out. I opened the bag of flour, ran my fingers through it. Then I also had another bag of flour. I also had another uh, what was it in? It's like a container of flour, of porridge flour, but this is like flour from the portion mill. I just wanted to, like, just dip my hands into the thing and see whether they're really different. And yes, that one claim was quite true. It was quite fine, and it's something I even came much later to realize as I was preparing the pancakes. Like, it was really fine. Like, you try to stir, to whisk the stuff, and it's like almost forming clouds. It it was a situation it was a situation in the kitchen. Okay. After that, I decided, okay, I mixed everything up. I told you, I got my trusted jug, my trusted 49 shilling jug. So I was like, this time I made sure people gave me hell about the measurements when I was doing the bread video. So this time I was particular. I was really, like, I made sure everything was to the point, to the last decimal, to make sure that everything was okay, that the pancakes were going to turn out just as they were supposed to. So I did. I went and mixed up everything. I mixed the dry ingredients, mixed the wet ingredients. Fortunately, it's a really simple recipe. It should be something you should be able to do with the ingredients in your cupboards, in your pantries, wherever you put your stuff. They're probably there. So I proceeded to cook the pancakes, which turned out wonderful. They looked good. They looked really good. And because I was thinking, if this was just me doing the pancakes with the porridge flour that I was given and not giving any critique, this would not be a review, this would be a commercial. So what I decided to do was, I made three sets of pancakes. I made pancakes with, of course, the flour that I got, and then number two with white, like your all-purpose flour, like the stuff you just basically usually make pancakes with. And then also I decided to use the porridge flour that came from the portion meal. I decided to be, because they're both porridge flour. I thought, is there really going to be a difference? Because the recipe was it was pretty distinct. Like they said, she specifically said, writer of recipe specifically said that this recipe only works with this brand of porridge. Big claims, big claims, but we tested them out. The results, anyway, here they are. They look amazing. So these ones are the ones from the stone milled flour. They look pretty cool, pretty nice. Yes, and then these other. This was the, would I say, the control? Yeah, these ones are from the all-purpose all-purpose flour, just your basic white wheat flour, and then these were from the other batch of porridge flour, just your kawaida posho mill porridge flour, just your normal porridge flour. That is it. So yeah, they look pretty cool, pretty nicely. This is, they came out pretty nicely. This is a situation I don't understand. They just look, I don't know. It looks like a model of the solar system for some reason. Like that, it's anyway. I tried my best. Take me to court. And because I wanted to see what other people had to say about it, I did a survey. That's another situation. You would think Kenyans like free things. I love free things, free things, nice ones. But I was I was so surprised. I mean, I went outside with a little, with a little, no, it wasn't little, with a container of like the pancakes. I'd cut them up and put them like numbers, so I'd be able to do like a tally. So that's what I did. I put them in a small container and I took them outside, and I told people, "Oh, guys, I'm doing a survey. Think blah 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 blah. Just want you to try them and see what they taste like, and tell me which ones you prefer." People were panicked. People were panicked. Oh my God. I think people thought I was going to give them the Rona. I think people thought I was trying to mug them. And I was thinking, God, I have the pancakes in one hand, I have a pen and a book in the other hand. Am I going to mug you with my feet? I was so confused. But anyway, people are panicked. So I went to our local shop. I went to our local shop, and I told the shopkeeper. I told him, "Yo, so this is the situation. I have these things, and I need feedback." So I told him, "And you're going to start first." So he went. He took them. He tasted them. He's like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." He told me what he thought about them. And I was like, okay, so now that your work is done, you are going to get me people to come and do the survey, because when I stand on the streets, people think I'm out to get them. I'm out to jump them. So so fortunately he stood, really nice guy. He stood outside with me, called all his friends, called people from the streets, because the people that he knows, the people who come to buy stuff at his shop. So he called them, and they came, they had the pancakes, they gave me feedback, and the feedback was actually quite interesting, very interesting. So absolutely no one, not a single soul, said they liked the white pancakes, the all-purpose flour pancakes. And I was just sitting down and thinking, like, is it me, is it my bad cooking, is it that they look like a part of the solar system? Where did I go wrong? Anyway, people didn't like the white pancakes, but people really, really liked the porridge pancakes. Both. It was actually almost a tie. People, interestingly, also really liked the pancakes from just the posho mill porridge flour, which I found rather interesting, because I was expecting, since it was only going to work with this flour that I got, I thought the other people would completely dislike the one from the posho mill flour. But okay, they did not work the same. I actually noticed that the pancakes that came from the stone milled flour were really, like, they were really thin. I think it's because the it's really, really fine, so there's very little air in it. And the what are they called, the particles, the science was not my thing. I really did, it was not my thing. at all. The little the things that make up flour, I don't know what they are called. Those things, the ones in the stone milled one were a lot smaller than the ones in the posh mill one. So naturally, there's going to be a lot less air in the pancakes from the stone milled one as compared to the ones that were from the posh mill. So the ones that were on the posh mill ended up being considerably, not very, very much so, but just slightly thicker than the other ones. The other ones were pretty thin and they tasted really nice. Like even in the butter, as I was making the butter, I don't. It was the one with the one with the finely stone milled one was like it was really light. It was really light. While the other ones were not the same. And I used the exact same ingredients, the exact same procedure, the exact same everything, the exact same what do they call it? Measurements. The only difference being the flour that was used. So it's quite interesting. People liked both of them equally. Would I recommend this? Of course I would. Of course I would. I actually think most of the flour that I got from this friend of mine is going to go to making the pancakes because I actually really liked them. I also liked the other ones. They were also pretty good. I can't make any complaints there. They were all right. So they were so I was I'm definitely going to be using those, like I'm going to be making more of those pancakes. So that was my little adventure making uji pancakes, porridge pancakes. Who would ever have imagined that those words would be coming out of my mouth? Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'd actually like, why don't you go down and comment? I'd actually, there's a few things I want you guys to comment about. Number one, is this something you guys have tried before? Is this something that you guys knew about before? Number two, is this something that you guys would actually try? And number three, and I think which is most important for me, go down to the comments and my 49 shillings almost just fell. And then number three, and most importantly, go down to the comments and tell me what other recipes you guys would want me to try. I dare you to include an interesting ingredient in those recipes to see whether I have it in me to do it and make it work. Because I have so much faith in myself for some reason after all my failures. Thank you guys so much. Have a great week coming ahead. Stay safe. I'm not really sure about whether the economy is being reopened. So if it is, all the best, guys. Go there, be your best selves. Make up for this. Make up for the lost time that we've had. And if not, stay home, stay safe. Something is going to work out, so don't worry. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you guys next time. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.